Hello once again, everybody. Happy 2026 and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a manga haul for everything I picked up in the month of December, which at the end I'm going to cover Christmas presents for me and then Christmas presents for my boyfriend. So I'm going to start off with normal releases. We have the first volume of Anemon by Takuya Okada, starting off our Yin Press line. Then we've got the second volume of the 13th Footprint, I almost said second volume, volume 2. Yes, obviously. We've got the third volume of The Villainesses of Marionette. The art's really pretty in this one. Next, we've got the second volume of Suzuki-kun's Mindful Life. We are getting close to finishing this series. I think it's going to be like 2 more volumes, and of course the sequel series is coming out, which is Solo Leveling. I'm just going to show a little bit, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I don't really know anything that happens in this series, but there's probably spoilers for me flipping through it. Then we've got the 10th volume of Kowloon Generic Romance. Another one I don't want to flip through because there's a lot of spoilers in it. Then we've got Kill the Villainess Volume 4. Now, Kill the Villainess and Villainesses of Marionette both came out in November, but I forgot to write them down as pickups on my list, so we didn't end up getting them till December. Then we've got everyone's favorite Green Yuri, the guy she wasn't interested in. The guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all, Volume 3. Next up is Spy Family, Volume 15. Starts off our Viz line. Then we've got the semi-final volume of My Hero Academia Team Up Missions, and this is Volume 7. This is the last remaining My Hero series that is still ongoing in English. So once that finishes, once the 8th volume releases over here, we have no more My Hero Academia series coming out, as far as I'm aware. Next, we've got Mission Yozakura Family, Volume 20. There is a plot twist in that one, or not plot twist, something major that happens that I don't want to spoil. We've also got Marriage Toxin, Volume 10. We are a few volumes away from Komi being finished, with Komi Can't Communicate, Volume 36. Yet Another Day, Yet Another Dawn, Volume 16 this time. We've got a few older pickups, which is Bleach, Volumes 43 through 45. I don't really want to flip through all 3 of those. Then we've got everyone's favorite high-selling shoujo, Nana, the 25th Anniversary Edition, Volume 2. This collects Volumes 3 and 4 of the original Nana series with these really nice plaid spines. And now we're starting Kodansha with Wisteria Wand and Sword, Volume 10. Next up, we've got That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Volume 28. Then we've got A Sign of Affection, Volume 12. I've heard this series is getting close to reaching an ending, that it's going to reach a climax soon. So I'm sad, but excited to see how it ends. I haven't actually read the manga yet. I've only watched the anime. Then we've got another 10th volume with The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. We've got some 7 Seas releases now with Yokai Cats Volume 10. Painter of the Night Volume 2, which I am absolutely not flipping through. This is full of sex. My Bias is Showing Volume 1 by Nabet and Eol. There's also sex in this one, so I'm not going to flip through that. We've got the final volume of Last Game, Volume 11. Of course, it is following the trend of shoujo romance series, where the final volume is a picture of them getting married. Next, we've got On and Off Work-Life Imbalance, Volume 2. This one also came out a while ago, but another one that I just missed the release for. And I believe I didn't cover this in my last month's pickup because it was weirdly timed, like it didn't show up till much later. I can't remember if I already covered it. Oh well. Baki the Grappler, Volume 3 in the omnibus version. And that is a Kodama release, I believe. Yes. And then we have a highly anticipated Inklore release for me with Heaven's Official Blessing, Volume 1 by Tianguan Shifu. story by Mo Xiang Tongshi, and adapted and illustrated by Star Ember. And this is what the art on the spine looks like. Very pretty art. The art's like a huge standout for the series, personally, to me. Let's get into some standard size the standard size releases with Wolf's Daughter, A Werewolf's Tale Volume 2, which starts off 7 Seas. We've got the final Royal Tailor volume, which is Royal Tailor Clothier to the Crown, Volume 5. Real hefty one here. Took a while to get through that. And then we have It Takes More Than a Pretty Face to Fall in Love, Volume 4. We have another final volume with Blood Night Market, Volume 3. We've also got the seminal Christmas classic, Black Knight Parade, Volume 8. Then the final of these 3 cover spreads for 100 Girlfriends, Volume 16. If you get 16, 15, and 14, they make like a giant illustration. I keep forgetting to flip through pages. Then we've got 100 Ghost Stories That Will Lead to My Own Death, Volume 4. Fun fact, this cover is what made me want to pick up this series. I saw this cover online and automatically knew I wanted to check it out. It's a lot of really good horror in this series. I think it's my favorite horror series. Not horror one-off, but horror series. Then we've got Superstring Marco Polo's Travel to the Multiverse, Volume 2, which starts off our Yen Press section, which continues with Oshinoko, Volume 12. And Goblin Slayer, A Day in the Life, Volume 3, which is the final volume of this sub-series of Goblin Slayer. Then we have one Kodansha with Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun, Volume 17. I think that's actually slightly off-centered, but oh well. We've got a release I was really looking forward to, which is Stop Hibari-kun by Hisashi Uguchi, Volume 1. I don't remember the name of the actual publisher for this series, because it doesn't say a name on the spine for the publisher. PEOW2, PEOW2. This is only available on their website, I believe. I'll talk more about it in the reading log, but it's definitely worth checking out. But just be aware that it has the discussion of being trans at a time when that was a much newer discussion to have in the public consciousness. So it does have some iffy interpretations and problematic stuff in there, but it's a Shonen Jump series that focuses on a trans character, so a lot of people really like it for that. Anyways, next we've got the only BL Sublime release, which is Trickster's Tale, Hu Yan Chuan, Volume 1 by Hontoku. Then we've got Rainbows After Storms, Volume 7 by Luca Kobachi, starting off our Viz section. Well, that's just Viz, no label. Then we've got Fushigi Yugi, Byako Senki, Volume 3, that's our only currently ongoing shoujo beat that I got this month. Next, we've got Cat Crazy Volume 2 as the only dark horse. Then we've got Daemons of the Shadow Realm Volume 9 for our Square Enix representation. Another release I've been waiting so long for, Masked Danshi That Shouldn't Lead to Love Volume 2 through Animate International. Series my boyfriend absolutely is obsessed with, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill, the 3rd omnibus of the light novel. And then one other J novel, which is The Ascendance of a Bookworm, I'll Do Anything to Become a Librarian, Part 4. I want to save the Royal Academy's Library 1, with author being Miya Kazuki, artist being Hikaru Katsuki, and character designer of Yoshina. The series is really weirdly being adapted. Like, we don't have Part 3 finished, we don't have Part 2 finished, and they're already starting to publish Part 4 because Part 3 and Part 2 are still finishing. It's really weird. Anyways, I've got a couple Tokyo Pops with My Noons and Midnights Are For You, Volume 1 by Luria. We've got a one-shot of Dear Demon King by Emu Sotome. We've got a lot of Viz Sigs with Fool Night, Volume 7. Trillion Game, Volume 8. Mujina Into the Deep, Volume 3. That one has explicit content, so I can't show it. Does this have explicit? No, it doesn't. We have a older pickup that I picked up recently, which was Master Keaton by Naoki Urasawa. Story by Hokusei Kachika and Takashi Nagasaki. This is volume 1. We've got a series that I was really looking forward to picking up, Made to Escape by Suzushiro. Now, I think this is a first volume in a series, but I'm not entirely sure. Then we've got Kingdom, Volume 2 by Yasuhisa Hara. Next, we've got Insomniacs After School, Volume 12. Then we've got Dog's Volume 4. And lastly, for normal releases, we have Beast Complex Volumes 4 through VizSig. And I'm going to get into the stuff that my boyfriend picked up for me. So first of all, we have the rest of Persona 3 that I did not have through Udon Entertainment, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Looking forward to finally reading that series. We've also got the rest of Dorohedoro that I had not picked up to this point, which is volumes 4, 5, and then 14 through 23. That's always really cool to do. Then we have Fruba, aka Fruits Basket, and the Collector's Edition, volumes 5 through 7, and then 9 through 12. And then the last thing he picked up for me was Banana Fish, and this catches me up to Banana Fish fully with volumes 3, 4, 6, and then 8 through 19. And then I had a lot less manga pickups for him because I spent money on a bunch of other stuff that wasn't manga for him. I had one impulse purchase because it looks so silly, which is Rough Love, a one-shot by Tamaki Kirishima. I finished his collection of Dot Hack GU Plus by Tatsuya Hamazaki and Yuzuka Morita. I got him the 2-volume series Dot Hack XXXX by Megane Kikuya and Hiroshi Matsuyama. I got him this little Pokemon Pocket Comics because it looks cute. And this is Pocket Comics from Sun and Moon. I got him the seminal depressing classic, 2 of the volumes of Goodnight Poon Poon, volumes 5 and 6. And lastly, I got him some omnibus volumes of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, which are volumes, anyways, 37 and 38, 9 through 21, 16 through 18, and 13 through 15. So that's everything we picked up in December, including stuff that we got each other for Christmas. So a lot of stuff to put away this month, but I look forward to talking to y'all in my reading log later this month, and I hope this year goes a lot better for a lot of people than last year did, because last year was a mess. But everybody stay safe out there.